if I go to show original, now see it's coming from IPv6. All right, now if I copy this IP, let me copy it. If I paste it here, right, as you can see, it's exactly the same thing, right? So it's exactly the same thing. This IPv6 is exactly the same thing with this, all right, because it's rotating. That is why I add this 000. Now let me show you. Now we sent with IPv6. As you can see, SPF is passed, DKIM is passed, DMARC is passed. It's very important for your inboxing. Now let me click on send again. Let me click on send. That is where you now see the power of PowerMTA. If I click on send, just wait. Just wait. Send. Okay, successfully sent. And once I come to my email again, now let's see the IP that sent this one. If I should click on it, okay, this is it. This is the one. This is the second one. I think this one was 1 minute ago, 0 minutes ago. So this is the one we just sent. If I should click on show original, you will see that it's coming from where? IPv6, my IPv4. If I should copy it and paste it here, you see it's coming from IPv4, right? Now, for just hospital, the last one that came in from IPv4. So let's just delete these ones and let me click on send again. And let's just wait for it to arrive. Boom, it has arrived. Now remember the last one we sent of recent just came from IPv4. So let's check the one this one is coming from again. It's coming from IPv6. So this is the concept about PowerMTA and IP rotation, and that is why it's very powerful. Hello guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do auto rotation with IPv4 and IPv6. Most of you, whenever you purchase a VPS, it normally comes with IPv6, but most times, 99% of the time, you guys ignores it. Like you don't even care about IPv6, and you guys, most of you guys don't know that IPv6 is exactly even more advanced than IPv4. But IPv4 is just common, but IPv6 is very, very advanced compared to IPv4. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be taking you step by step on how to use IPv4 and IPv6 to build a PowerMTA for auto rotation. Now, if you watched my previous video, I showed you guys how to build IP rotation, auto rotation with IPv4 only. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use IPv6 and IPv4 together to build a single PowerMTA SMTP, which you can use to send bulk emails, right? So we are going to be taking this step by step, and the first thing you need to do is follow me. Just follow me step by step. I'm going to take you by the hand, but one thing you need to know is you need some stuffs. You will need to get some stuffs, which is first you will need the IPv4 and the IPv6, and then secondly you will need a domain name, right? So all these things are the things we are going to be needing for us to proceed. All right, so now the next step is, so the next step is going to be, we are going to be using a very please, this video is going to be very long, so you have to sit down and pay close attention. So that is the only way you can learn how to do this. So the first thing we are going to be doing, as you can see, I've already got it. These are all my details. So let me just zoom this so that you guys can see. So this is my main IP, the SSH port, my password, and the IPv6. Now let me one of the mistake most of you guys do make is whenever you get IP address, and I'm going to be showing you different places where you can get IP address. Now once you purchase your IP address, copy the main IP address and visit this website, right? mx2box.com. Now once you visit this website, go to blacklist and paste the IP there. Click on check blacklist. Now make sure that, as you can see, my IP is very clean, it's not blacklisted. That is the first step you need to take, right? You must make sure that your IP is not blacklisted. Then your domain, copy your domain, and also paste your domain here to check if your domain is blacklisted. As you can see, my domain is not also blacklisted. So perfect, we are good to go. Now Once you have purchased your IP, as I've said before earlier, there are many places where you can purchase your IP. For instance, you can use um, different. We have Contabo, we have OVH, we have Contabo OVH. We have different places where we can buy VPS. So OVH, Contabo, Noise, Hetzner, Alexhost, RackNerd. There are so many, right? I will be leaving some of them below where you can get your VPS. You can get your VPS from those people and use, and they will also give you IPv6, as many as you want. And with that, you can follow up with this tutorial. So that is that. Now, after you have gotten your IP and your domain, you can get your domain from Hostinger. All right, get your domain from Hostinger. So after you have done all that, now the next thing is for you to move the domain. For instance, this is my own domain, right? So this is my own domain, and now you have to move your domain to Cloudflare. All right, I already moved mine to Cloudflare. It's very easy. Once you sign up on Cloudflare, copy your domain. I think everybody knows how to do this. Definitely. This should be the easiest among all the things you are going to be doing. So move your domain, paste it here, and click on continue. And once you click on continue, as you can see, that domain has already been added to your account. So that is the reason why I can't add it again. All right, so I've already added it and all that. Now the next thing you need to do after you have added your domain, so simply, if you don't know how to do, you can just ask ChatGPT how to add your domain to Cloudflare, exchange your name servers and all that. So, or you can still hit me up and I will show you how to do that, but I don't think it's necessary. Everybody can do it. Now, if after watching this video you are confused in any way, you can hit me up. My details are below. And so let's proceed. Now, since we have gotten all this stuff, the next thing we need to do now is download a software. Now, download a software called Bitvice, right? So just click on, you can search for SSH client. All right, so let me just zoom it so that you guys can see it very clearly. So just search for SSH client. All right, so once you search for SSH client, now click on download Bitvice SSH client. And once you are here, all you need to do is to download this one that says Bitvice SSH client. Already have it on my system, which is this, so I don't need to download it again. All right, so basically that is how to download the software which we are going to be using. Although we can also use other software, but I think this one is a bit easier. We can use many other softwares, but this is a bit easier and very easy. It's very easy. Now we can use other if you're experienced enough. All right, so if you're experienced enough, maybe if you're experienced enough, or you're a system admin and you are very good with Linux. So for instance, if I want to build this on my own, all right, so this is my Linux, as you can see. There's Xweb Tech. This is my Linux environment. I can actually build this on my Linux environment, which is Ubuntu, without needing SSH client. But since this is a tutorial and most of you guys don't even understand what we are doing here, so it's best you download SSH client, and which is this. So once you download it, install it. It's very straightforward to install and follow all the process. Then you'll be brought to this interface once you start the SSH client. So once you are here, the next thing we need to do, first of all, we have connected our domain to Cloudflare. Now the next thing we need to do is to install connect our IPv6, right? Sorry, connect our IPv4, which is this, which is the main IP, and IPv6 to our domain, right? So, and to do that, we will come to our domain, go to DNS, and we will click on add record. So here we put at, and we'll paste our IPv6, turn off the proxy status and click on save. So we will also add some other records like www, paste your IP address, click on save. We'll also add mail as a subdomain, as a record, and click on save. We'll also add www.mail, paste our IP, turn off process status and save. Right now we need to create, because we'll be having a webmail. Yeah, so we need to create one for our webmail, and to do that we just type webmail and paste and click on this, paste our IP and save. All right, so if the tutorial is too fast or if you are confused, you just have to go back and watch it or slow down. Now let's connect our IPv6. Now before we connect our IPv6, let me show you something, right? Or before that, let's just connect our IPv6. So let me copy this IPv6, copy and come here. Now if we want to add record, IPv6 is AA. We're going to be using the AA record and we're going to paste our IPv6, turn on project status and save. Now for the moment, these are just the basic things we need, right? Now since I will not be using my Ubuntu environment, right, I will be using SSH. So we are going to connect our SSH with our IP, right? Most people can still use CMD. For instance, if I should type CMD, and if you want to use CMD, all you have to do is SSH root at your IP address, and they'll be prompt with a password, you will log in, right? So but that will still be confusing for many people, so we are going to be sticking with this. So I'm just going to put in my IPv4 address here, put it here where it says host. Your username might not show here, so make sure your username is root, your port is 22. Make sure you check the port they give you and the username they give you, right? So that is what you are going to be imputed here. But on if you are not giving root access, it might be what is it called? It might be Ubuntu or something, because now I want to say something on that, but let me just log in first. So we are logged in. Now this terminal, this is the terminal, right? Now this terminal we are in, right? Now if you are buying a VPS, please make sure you are buying Ubuntu 22.4. so let me show you exactly what I mean. If I come here and I type let's say Contabo. Now this is Contabo, right? So Cloud VPS, and this Cloud VPS, if we should click on this, and we're going to select this and continue, no upgrading. Now once we are here, now you are going to select Ubuntu 22.4 because Ubuntu 24 is not yet stable yet. It's not that stable, so there might be some lapses, some break and all that. So Ubuntu 22 is good to go. And or if you don't want Ubuntu 22, which I highly recommend, you go for Ubuntu 22. You can choose Debian 12. Go for Debian 12, and Debian 12 will be good to go. All right. So on this, we are using Ubuntu 22, right? Ubuntu. That is the OS I purchased. So that is what you are going to be purchasing, so you won't confuse yourself. But believe me, the process is the same. But I highly recommend you go for Ubuntu 22. So, but you can also build follow the same steps on Debian, right? Now, once you are done logging in, all right, now this is our terminal. Click on our terminal. So let me just bring it here. And so now once you're on your terminal, the first thing you are going to do once you are here, please pay attention. The first thing you are going to do is to update, apt update, right? So you are going to type this Linux command, apt update, click on enter, and you're going to wait for it to update, and we're going to type apt upgrade, right? Apt upgrade. So we're just going to give it some time for the upgrade to finish, and we'll come back to it. Okay, so as you can see, finally we have finished updating our server. So the next thing we are going to do is to check if our IP address are actually connected, which is the IPv4 and the IPv6. So just type IPA, and On here, come to this place and make sure that this our IPv4. Okay, so now make sure that our IPv4 is here and our IPv6 is here. Right now, this is our IPv4. This is it, which is 23148, which is this, So this is our IPv4, and this is our IPv6, right? As you can see, our IPv6 is 788 and 2602. Now, make sure it is here, is appearing here. If not, whatever you are doing won't work. All right. Now, make sure your IPv6 is appearing here. If not, it won't work. So now we need webmail, right? Remember, I told you we are going to be installing webmail. So for us to have access to webmail using PowerMTA, we are going to be needing a third-party software to install. So, and for us to do that, we are going to be installing strcp, right? We're going to be installing strcp, and to do that, we're going to be, so this particular guide will be given to you, all right? So I will show you. It actually comes with the license. So if you get the license, you will get all these codes along, so they'll just be imputing them one after the other. So just click on enter, and okay, so we have successfully installed that. Now the next thing we are going to be installing is the main strcp. So we're going to install the strcp. So let's just wait for the installation. So as you can see, so just wait. Okay, so it's done installing. Now we're going to give it permission. So to install, copy this next code. As I said, this script will be given to you. Click on it, and we are going to now install it. We are going to force the strcp. Sometimes you have to force it, if not it won't install. So we are just going to click on this, and we're going to wait for the installation and also wait for the dependency and all that. So we are going to click on yes, and so let's just wait. Yes, also click on yes, and now the username. So we're just going to be using let's say Xweb. So we're going to use Xweb Tech. Click on enter, and our password, we are just going to be using this same password for all our stores. And I also advise you do the same when building yours, so you won't get confused. Use one password for all. Now please enter admin email address. So let's just leave it as admin at or you can decide to put anything you want outside admin, but I'll just leave it as admin, or we can just put it as xwebtech at our domain name. So let's just copy our domain. This is our domain name. All right, copy our domain name. We're just going to paste it here. We're just going to click on enter. Now let me zoom this so that we're seeing it. Now they will also ask us for this, our fqdn mail. So we're just going to put mail dot your domain name, right? Mail dot your domain name. So mail dot your domain name. Click on enter, and now we are going to wait for the installation to finish. So while the installation is going on, so what we are going to do is to come back to our Cloudflare and continue some setup. So we are going to be adding our MX record, and to do that we are going to be choosing the MX. So choose the MX. Here will be mail. No, at, and here will be mail dot our domain name. So we're just going to copy this our domain name, paste it here, and click 10. Right, click on save. So now we have imputed our domain name. Now our SPF, right? So let me show you how the SPF will be. All right, this is how our SPF is going to look like. So this is how our XPF is going to look like. So let me just copy this, and paste it here. So what you need to do is copy this IPv6, copy, and what you're just going to do is to paste this and space it, right? So you're just going to name here 6. So this is how our SPF is going to be. Now you now copy your IPv4, replace it with this, and also copy your IPv6, copy and replace it with this, paste. So this is our SPF. We're going to copy it, copy everything, and we're going to head back to our Cloudflare, and this time we're going to be adding a TXT record, right? To be adding a TXT record at, then we're going to paste it here. So once we paste it, we're going to click on save. Now another record we need to add is the DMARC record, right? So we're going to be adding a DMARC record, and to add a DMARC record, all you need to do is to therefore search for easy DMARC and click on DMARC record generator. So we're going to be pasting our domain here. So we're just going to copy our domain, copy, paste, and here we're going to be giving it xwebtech, which is our admin domain. Paste the domain, then xwebtech at, paste the domain, click on advanced. Here is on non-monitoring, leave it at 100, relaxed. You can leave this blank, doesn't really matter. Click on generate. So now we're going to copy this without the domain, underscore DMARC without the domain, head back to our Cloudflare, add record and TXT record. So we're going to paste this here, head back to easy DMARC, copy this, all this code, head back here and paste it here, right? So once we are done pasting, you are going to click on save. So now that we have done that, the next thing is to just wait. Let's just hold on and see. Let's check our installation. Okay, good. Now our installation is done, right? So as you can see, there's a press here, the same press any key to continue. So you can just press any key and that will be all. Now, so we are going to copy our details, to log in our HostCP, paste it here. And remember, this is our password. Copy the password and paste it here. Click on paste, right? Good. Now, since we have done that, we're going to wait for this thing to come up. So we start installing. Now this thing is up. Now we want to install PowerMTA, right? So we want to install PowerMTA, and the first thing we need to do is to move our PowerMTA to our server, right? That is why SSH client is very, very good for this, because it will be easy and straightforward. And to do that, all you need to do is just to click on where it says new SFTP window, click on it, and a new window will open, right? So a new window will open, and once the new window open, this part here by my left is your local desktop, right? Is your local desktop. Then this other part is your Ubuntu interface, right? This is the root of your Ubuntu. This is your Ubuntu server. This is your desktop. So you can easily move files from here, from your desktop to your server. So that is why SSH client is very good and easy to use. So we are going to be doing that now, right? So I'm going to locate where my files are here. My PowerMTA files are licensed, where they are here on my desktop. Then we'll proceed. All right, so I have located where they are. Now the next step is for us. The first thing we are going to do before we install the is to move it. Just move it here. Move the license first. So just going to give it a few minutes or a few seconds for the installation to complete, for the transfer to complete, sorry. So let me just pause the video. Okay, so we have successfully moved our PowerMTA to our server. Now the next thing you are going to do is to install there are some dependency you need to install. So just copy this command and come here, paste it here, and click on enter, then yes, and just hold on and clear. So once we have installed it, now the next thing we are going to do is to, now we have installed the dependency, so is to copy this next code to install the Ubuntu, the PowerMTA on our server. So I'm just going to paste this code and click on enter. Now to install our PowerMTA, so let's just wait. Just hold on. Good. Now, as you can see, it's saying fail to start, blah blah blah. So all this stuff doesn't mean, don't worry, it doesn't mean, so it's normal, right? Because the setup is not done yet. You definitely experience this, but it's because of we are not done with the setup yet. So next thing we are going to be doing now is to locate etc/pmta directory. Now on your desktop, locate the etc/pmta, move the files here and click on overwrite. All right, so that is that. We are done with that. Now the next thing is to, on your remote file, which is your server, you are going to type usr. All right, then search for sbin, which is this, search for it, double click it, and once you double click it, you are going to wait for it to load. So it might take some time for it to load because it's a very large file. So let's just pause the video here. So after we have done, is now open. Now on your local file, also locate usr, then sbin. Now you're going to move these two files, move them here and click on overwrite, okay, overwrite again, so that the files will overwrite the one that are already there. So you must make sure you do this, if not you will encounter some errors. So now one, as it's going, let's just hold on. If you want to get the PowerMTA, you can contact me directly, or you can just visit the link below on my store to get it. All right, the PowerMTA license, you can visit the store below, or I have the link to get the PowerMTA license, or you can hit me up. My WhatsApp number, my Telegram are below the video, are below the I will leave it in the description below, so just hit me up. Okay, so we are done. Now we are done with this for now. So the next thing we are going to be doing now, since we are done with this, is we are going to be going back to etc/pmta, and we are going to access our file. Click on edit, locate the config file. Now inside the config file, we are going to be editing some stuff here, and the first thing we are going to be doing is our port. So we are going to be changing this port, Ctrl H, to 2525. Click on replace all, and then we are going to be replacing our IP address also. So this is our IP address, our main IP address first. We are going to copy it, so just follow me step by step, don't need to worry yourself. Copy it, and we are going to Ctrl H. We're going to replace our IP address, paste, click on replace all. Right, now let's replace our domain. Copy the domain, this is our domain name. Copy our domain name, copy, come here and highlight it, Ctrl H, and paste it here and replace all. Okay, so let us wait. Okay, so Okay, so I think sorry, so okay, so let me just zoom this. So let's just replace, okay, with our domain. This is our domain, and replace all. So our domain has been replaced. Now just follow me step by step. All right, so the next thing we are going to do now is, so as I said earlier, if you are confused, all you need to do is to hit me up. All right, now come here to where it says SMTP listing. Now delete this first IP and make it 0/0, exactly the way exactly the way it is here. Put it as 0/0. Then scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Now this is our IP, right? So we are going to be, since we are having two IPs, so we are just going to copy this. So let's copy our, we can use any as our main, as our first IP. So I'm just going to copy the IPv6 first. Copy the IPv6, and I'm just going to paste it here. Paste the IPv6 here. Please follow me step by step. If you are confused, kindly hit me up. Now copy everything from here. Copy. I'll give it a space. Paste it here. Now we're going to copy our main IP. You can put anyone can come first. Anyone can come first. Sorry. So copy our main IP, and we're going to replace it here. And paste. And mind you, we're going to name it 2, while that one is 1. Now here we're just going to change it to 3600. And mind you, you mustn't do the same. This is just for tutorial purposes, so make sure you comply with the spam policy of the server providers you are using, and make sure your SMTPs are warmed up before you start sending bulk emails and all that, so that your IP will not be blacklisted. So we are now going to have 2 pool, which is pool means rotation. So we're going to have 2. And I think that is all for here for now. So that is all for now. All right, so now once you are done with this, the next thing you need to do is to come here, save file, and click on save. All right, click on save. Now once you click on save, you need to copy, come here, copy the DKIM, copy the DKIM, copy it, head back to this place, and we are going to create a file, and that file we are going to name it, sorry, create a file, we are going to name it this, and click on enter. So now this file is where we are going to be imputing our DKIM. So let's go sort for our DKIM. So we are still going to be using EasyDMARC, and this time is going to be DKIM record generator, or let's use what is it called, sockets. I think sockets. So let's just use sockets for socket DKIM. For socket lab, as you can see, socket lab for our DKIM. So just going to copy our domain name. So this is our domain, this is our domain, copy our domain, and going to paste it here. And it's going to be DKIM. I'll leave it as it is. I'll just click on generate. So our public DNS, right? Just going to copy it. Before you copy it, copy the DKIM underscore domain key without the domain. Now head back to your DNS, to your Cloudflare, click on add record, and click on txt. Paste it here, and then go back again. Copy the public DNS, right, and paste it here. Make sure you remove the 2 quotation mark. It's very important. Remove the 2 quotation mark and click on save. Now once you click on save, we are going to go back to copy the private DNS. Copy this private DNS, head back to your server, then click on the DKIM file we generated, click on edit, and paste the private key here. Paste it here and click on save. All right, click on save. So now with this, we have gone a little bit far. So we are able to configure some stuffs, but we are not yet done because we still need to install SSL and some other stuffs. All right, so let's go. The next step now is, all we have done. We don't know if there is any error. So for us to confirm that everything is going well, remember this is where we stopped and there will be a lot of errors. So in order to confirm that there is no error, so let me just clear all this. Now the next thing we need to do is to run this command, PMTA, service PMTA restart. If you restart successfully, that is to say there is no error. Every configuration we did was correct. So if I should click on enter, good. As you can see, it shows no error. That is to say we are on track. All right, all our configuration, everything is well aligned. So let's move on to the next step. Now our next step is to now log into our HostCP so we can do some configurations there. All right, so now we're going to log into our HostCP. Come here, hold on. And we're going to do some configuration there. So I think this is our username. Copy, paste it here. Next. And then this is our password. Copy, also paste it here. Click on login. All right, now so let's just wait. Good. Now we are successfully logged in. Now the first thing you need to do once you are logged in is to add our domain. So come to web here, it says web. Click on add web domain. All right, so let's copy our domain. So just going to copy our domain, click on continue. Just going to add it and leave everything at default. Now make sure you tick DNS support, mail support, and click on save. So as you can see, it's saved. Now if we click on our web, see that we have two domains, but this one doesn't have SSL. Don't worry, we are coming to that. We're going to be adding SSL. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to configure our firewall. Click on these settings here, come to where it says firewall, and click on add rule. Click on accept, leave it as TCP. Here our port is going to be 2525, sorry. So our IP address is going to be 252525. So our IP address is going to be 0.0.0.0/0, right? So make sure you follow it exactly the way I typed it. Please make sure you follow it that way. If not, it won't work. All right, hope you guys see the way I followed it. Is 0.0.0.0/0. Now once you have input all this, then click on save. All right, now that is that for that. We are done with that. Now our firewall now accept port 2525, which is the port we used when we were creating this thing, what is it called, when we are configuring our PowerMTA. So right now if we go to web, as you can see, we have not created mail yet. Now the next thing we need to do is to add SSL. All right, so we need to add SSL to our stuffs. Right, so we need to add SSL and all that to make sure everything goes well. So SSL and spam filter, all that we are going to be coming to them. So we are going to be adding SSL to make sure everything is well okay, and our inbox will be, all our emails will be going to the inbox. So next thing now is, this part is tricky, so you have to follow me. All right, so to add our SSL, we are going to be running some other codes. All right, so now we need to come to where it says domain, right? This domain, this mail. So click on this edit mail domain. All right. Now click on enable SSL. It's very important. Now click on use less encrypt. Click on save. So we're just going to wait for it to save. It's going to take a little bit of time. And once it's done saving, we are going to come back to the video. So it has been saved. As you can see, change is saved. Now come to the web. Now if you come to the web, if you click on edit domain, right? Now click on enable SSL. Then click on use less encrypt and enable automatic HTTP. So please, these things are the things you need to enable. And the advanced tab, you don't need to touch anything here, just leave it blank and click on save. So we're just going to hold on and wait for it to save, and we'll come back to the video. So as you can see, it has been saved. All right, so it has been saved. Now we are going to proceed. We are not done yet. Nope, we are not done yet. So we need to install a script on our what is it called? We need to install a script on our config file in order for it to work properly. So in order to do that, you are going to just follow me step by step. So the next thing we need to do is, so this is what you need to do next. All right, now the antivirus and the spam filter, this spam filter is on your email. It doesn't really matter. So but this antivirus is coming from your VPS. All right, if you are purchasing your VPS, for instance, if you are using Contabo, OVH and all these other top VPS providers, RackNerd, they are going to provide, this thing is going to be ticking green. Even the spam filter will automatically tick green. So it's because of the VPS I'm using, that is why. All right, so now as you can see, the SSL is already active, the DKIM is active. If I go to the web, as you can see, SSL is active on both. But we are not done. Now the file that is going to come with this license, you are going to see this code on it. Now you are going to copy this first one first, copy it and paste it and click on enter. All right, now once you click on enter, copy this next one down to this place where it says domain. Copy everything, the green part, and come back to your config file. Come back to your config file, click on edit. Now once you click on edit, you are going to locate your config file here. You are going to paste everything there. Now once you paste everything, you are going to locate where it says your domain, right? Your domain. You are going to copy your domain, which is this. Copy and okay, sorry, copy, and here you are going to put your domain here and paste. All right, so I'm going to put your domain here and paste it. We are going to click here and click on save. Now once you click on save, let me be sure with that. Once you click on save, you want to exit, and the next step is you are going to copy this next command. All right, this next command, starting from this cat, copy it, copy and paste everything here. Now once you paste everything here, where admin is, you are going to replace this admin with this username you have here. Like mine is Xweb Tech, right? Yours might be different, yours might be Joshua, yours might be anything. Make sure where admin is placed here, that is where you will impute your username, and where your domain is also placed here, that is where you put your domain name. So let's start from the domain name. Let me copy it. Okay, here is our domain name. We're going to put it here, paste. Here is also our domain name. Here is also our domain name, paste. Here is our domain name, going to paste, and here is our domain name. We are going to paste. Here is also our domain name. We are going to paste. Now our username, we're going to copy it. Copy our username. Here we are going to paste it. Paste wherever you see admin. That is where your username is supposed to be. Paste. And okay, so I think that is just the two we have. All right, that is just the two we have. Now, once you are done replacing them, so we are going to copy everything here. All right, copy everything here and go back to our terminal, and we are going to paste it. Click on enter, and if there is no error, then all we need to do is type this command again, service PMTA restart. Click on enter. Good. Since there is no error, that is to say our PowerMTA is now running in the background. All right, so our PowerMTA is now running in the background, and we are going to be testing it now. Our SSL is running, PowerMTA is running, and now if I come here and let's visit our webmail. No, before we visit our webmail, let's just create mail. So click on this plus icon, and we're just going to click on create Xweb tech, and the password, as I said, we normally use just one password, which is this password. This is the password we normally use. So we're just going to paste this password here. All right, so going to paste it. 8 characters long, 1 uppercase. So we'll just put this hash, and please make sure you remember your password, any password you are using here, and then we're just going to click on save. All right, now the password is saved and our email is created. Now we're just going to go back to the email, and we're going to visit our webmail. So this is actually how our webmail looks like. So I'm going to paste the password, and so we are going to get okay, let me copy the email, copy and paste. Click on login. Oops. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, we are in. Now there is something very unique about PowerMTA rotation. So this is where you are going to be seeing the magic of what we have been doing since. This is where we are going to be seeing the magic and how powerful PowerMTA is. Now let me show you. All right, so I'm going to be showing you something very powerful. All right, now before I do that, before I show you how powerful PowerMTA is and some of the things you need to know, all right, so I want to now, if you want to create more emails, you can just come here and click on go back and click here, and you'll be able to create email. Right, so now I want to show you how powerful it is and why it's called IP rotation. Right, now we are going to be using a platform called smtptester.net to test our SMTP. And remember, I forgot something again. If we come back here, go back to our config, our default password was set to, hold on, okay, so this is our username admin, this is our password admin123, but I will just leave it as default because this is just for tutorial. After this tutorial, I'm uninstalling this VPS. So I'm going to be showing you the power of PowerMTA now. So what we are going to do is, let me hold on, I think let me just start this up and click on, I think, smtp.net, and let me open my Gmail. So this is my Gmail. We are going to be sending the text message to see how the rotation works and if our SMTP is well configured. Now we are going to, our Gmail we created was Xweb. Okay, I've forgotten. Let's just copy it from here. Xweb, right? And Xweb, your hosts, these are your SMTP details. This is the SMTP details. Now I'm trying to paste here. So our host is, sorry, this is our host. Our domain name is our host. Our port is 2525. Now we are going to be using SSL and authentication because they are both enabled. Right? So we are going to be using both because they are enabled. Now we are going to be using admin as our password, as our username, because that is what is on our PowerMTA admin. and the password is admin123. Admin123. Hold on. Admin123. And our email is, this is the email, xwebtech@airdropuniverse. And my email, my Gmail, we are sending to, this is the Gmail we are going to be sending this message to, right? So I'm just going to click on send. Just wait. Mail successfully sent. So as you can see, the mail was sent successfully and exactly 209. So if I click on it and if I go to show original, now see it's coming from IPv6. All right, now if I copy this IP, let me copy it. If I paste it here, right, as you can see, it's exactly the same thing, right? So it's exactly the same thing. This IPv6 is exactly the same thing with this, all right, because it's rotating. That is why I add this 000. Now let me show you. Now we sent with IPv6. As you can see, SPF is passed, DKIM is passed, DMARC is passed. It's very important for your inboxing. Now let me click on send again. Let me click on send. That is where you now see the power of PowerMTA. If I click on send, just wait. Just wait. Send. Okay, successfully sent. And once I come to my email again, now let's see the IP that sent this one. If I should click on it, okay, this is it. This is the one. This is the second one. I think this one was 1 minute ago, 0 minutes ago. So this is the one we just sent. If I should click on show original, you will see that it's coming from where? IPv6, my IPv4. If I should copy it and paste it here, you see it's coming from IPv4, right? Now, for just HostHatch, the last one that came in from IPv4. So let's just delete these ones and let me click on send again. And let's just wait for it to arrive. Boom, it has arrived. Now remember the last one we sent of recent just came from IPv4. So let's check the one this one is coming from again. It's coming from IPv6. So this is the concept about PowerMTA and IP rotation, and that is why it's very powerful. And most of you guys don't really know, except your sysadmin. That is when you will know that IPv6 is very, very powerful. But a lot of people don't know that IPv6 is not powerful. All right. A lot of people believe that IPv6 is not powerful, which is very, very powerful. IPv6 is very, very powerful, but a lot of people just ignore it. They just give you use only your IPv4 to build instead of using IPv6 to build. All right. Now, with this, if you haven't watched my previous video on how to rotate IPv4, you can go and watch this. With this, you can rotate as many SMTPs as you want, build unlimited SMTPs. And as I said before, if you want to get the PowerMTA, all right, you just hit me up. My WhatsApp and my Telegram are below, or you can visit the link. So let me just show you. So this is my as you can see, Xweb Tech. So this is my my store. You can check my store and you can get this PowerMTA. Or if you don't want to get it directly from here, you can hit me up and I will send you all the files. All right. And if you haven't watched my previous video, please do well to go and watch it. It's very important. Watch my previous video on how to rotate IPv4. And as time goes on, I will be adding more videos, tutorials. I'll kindly subscribe and peace. See you in the next video.